Hello everyone, my name's Miss Lizzie and I'm here in the children's room to bring you one of our craft kit tutorials. Miss Cheryl here at the library made some craft kits for people to take home. So they come out today and they're available to pick up via curbside, and there's only a limited number. So if you'd like one, you can always call the front desk and you can make an appointment to pick them up, whether you're taking out books or if you just want to take out one of these. That's not a problem. We can put one aside and you can set up an appointment to come and pick one up. Now there is only a limited number, so once they are gone, unfortunately they're gone. So hopefully you can get your hands on one, but if not, these are fairly simple materials and easy materials to find that you could always make it yourself. So the bag comes like this. I'm going to show you how to make it today, and it tells you everything that's included and extra things that you'll need, as well as instructions and a picture of Cheryl's wonderful job. So what comes in the bag is a paintbrush. Looks like this, a little 2-inch paintbrush. We have white fur for trim. Now if you don't have one of the craft kits and you want to do this yourself, you can always use white felt, or you can use pom-poms even and break them up and glue them on. That would look really cute, and that's really easy to do. But these craft kits come with a little bit of fur to use. And then we have green felt if you want to do any leaves, if you want to decorate with any holly, to do a little cutout on the hat. And a little red pom-pom for the nose. Piece of string to tie on the end of the paintbrush if you want to hang it up on the tree or anywhere in the house. And then there's some gems in here and some googly eyes. So I have one little gem to use as a little holly piece as decor, but you can decorate it really any way you want. If you want to add glitter on the handle or on the hat, if you don't get your hands on one of these, you don't have to put little holly leaves on it. Or if you do, you can always use green construction paper and red construction paper or a marker. That's fine too. And we have some googly eyes and a red pom-pom. But again, you can decorate it any way you want. Cheryl put stars on her handle. It's not included in the craft, but you can add glitter, you can add stickers, you can color it after the paint dries. It's totally up to you, and you can make it however you want, child or adult. So I'm going to start by painting the handle. I have some red paint. So the things that you will need are red paint for his Santa hat. Again, if you don't have red paint and you want to make his Santa hat a different color, that's fine. You can do whatever you want. But I have some red paint. I have a paintbrush. I have a foam paintbrush, which will work really nicely for this because we're going to paint the handle and it helps with some streaks. But again, if you don't have one of these and you have a regular paintbrush, that's completely fine. It will work just as good. And you'll need some tacky glue. I have a hot glue gun today. It's over here, plugged in. Just for time's sake, you can use a hot glue gun if you're, old enough to use it. But, for children, tacky glue works completely fine, and that's actually what's recommended to use. And then it tells you the instructions right on the bag. So it's really simple, really easy, really fun to do with kids, or even as adults if you just want to decorate your house and have one of these. So I'm going to start by painting this. This is some washable tempera paint. I always like washable paint with crafts, as I'm sure many people agree. But again, acrylic paint will work fine. If that's all you have, it will just take a little bit longer to dry. So it's recommended to do about 2 to 3 coats with this, just because there is writing on the handle, and if you want to cover that up, I'm going to do, just for the sake of this tutorial, about 1 coat because I don't have time to wait for it to dry. But so if you're doing this, just know that if you get one of these, see how there's writing on the handle on both sides. If you let it dry and do 2 to 3 coats, it should cover up the writing very nicely. And these little paintbrushes are really easy to find at like the craft store. So again, if we end up running out of these, you can always still make it yourself, and hopefully this will help you to follow along. Okay, so I have the first coat of paint, and like I said, for the sake of time, I'm not going to let this dry, but I would recommend letting this dry and do a couple more coats, and then let it dry completely before you move on to the next step. But I'm going quick here because I don't have time to sit and wait for this to dry, or this tutorial would be really long. Alright, and next I'm going to glue the fur around, we're going to glue it around this metal, the metal rim, and this is, Cheryl did such a wonderful job, and she cut it out so it would fit perfectly around. And again, it's best if you wait for the paint to dry, so you don't get paint all over it, but here we are. I'm breaking the rules. And again, I'm using hot glue for time's sake. You can absolutely also use hot glue, like I said, but wet glue, tacky glue will also work fine. So I'm going to glue it, pick up the wet paint, and put the seam in the back. Hopefully this is washable paint. I'm going to put, but it actually conceals really nicely, like that's the seam in the back where it ends, and because of the fur, you really can't tell. So that looks really nice. So, and then we have that, so it looks like a little hat. Isn't that so cute? And again, if you're doing this yourself, cotton balls would work great, even if you wanted to break them up and stick them on so it looks more like fur, or you could just stick a bunch of cotton balls on. White felt would work if you just want to use white paper. Whatever you decide. You could even paint over the metal and paint it white. Whatever's easiest for you. And now we just glue on some of his accessories. So I'm going to glue on the eyes and his nose. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. Ooh! I dropped his eye. There we go. The outlet is a little far from me, so I'm having to reach. And again, if you don't get one of these and you don't have googly eyes, you could do black pom-poms, white pom-poms, or you could cut out your own eyes with some white construction paper and put some black construction paper in the middle. The googly eyes look really cute though. And his nose. How cute! These are so cute. Alright, and then the last step is to decorate the hat, if you so choose. So it comes with this green felt, like I said, and you can cut out the leaves into any shape. If you want to try to cut out the intricate leaves that look like holly leaves, you can absolutely do that. I think I'm going to do just kind of rounded leaves. I think that would be easiest. I'm not as skilled, I think, as some. And there's a lot of green felt here, so you could even add some trim if you wanted to with it. You can really do whatever you want. Oh, that doesn't look good. I'm just kind of eyeballing it, freehanding it. But you could absolutely take more time so it looks a little nicer and trace it if you wanted to. There we go. So I have two little leaves cut out like that, and I'm going to glue them down on the hat. Like so. There, look like that, and then I'm going to take this little red bead and glue that on his mouth. So it's a little holly. And there it is. And that's it, done. Oh, it's got glue hair coming off from my hot glue gun, but that's it. And of course, once the paint dries, I would go over and do some more paint, layers of paint, so it looks a little nicer. But yeah, that's really it. It's a really quick and easy craft, and it's so cute. Oh, what happened to the string? Oh, here it is. It stuck to me. And then you can put the string through this little hole, and you can tie it. I'm gonna wait until the paint dries before I do that, though. And again, you could hang this on the tree, you could hang this on the door, hang it around the house. It's really cute, really easy. You could give it to someone as a gift. I think this would be such a cute gift. Um, and again, these are limited. There's only a certain amount, so make sure if you want one to call ahead. You can call the Drake Library or call the front desk extension, and they'll set up an appointment for you to pick one up curbside. And hopefully this tutorial will help you, and you can follow it along while you do the craft. Or if you just want to do it yourself, if you can't come to the library to get one, or if maybe we run out, you can always still make it yourself and use any alterations you want to make it your own and to adapt it to with things that you have at home. So here's the paintbrush Santa. I hope this was helpful, and I hope you're able to get your hands on one so you can make this really cute craft as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye!